and clear. Come on in. Let me know where you're watching from. I'm your boy, the Kempire, and you are watching us live here on the Kempire channel on YouTube. We're live on Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, and on TikTok behind the scenes. What's going on? Happy Friday. What's going on? Let me know if you can hear me. All right. All right. Rain says, I can't believe I'm finally catching a live. Well, this is our first live since I've been back officially. We did have a Real Housewives of Orange County live recap earlier today, so be sure to check that out if you missed it. This is what I'm calling it. I'm calling this the catch up because so much has happened since we were last together. Literally, as I was getting on a plane heading over to Europe, they were trying to cancel me on Twitter. They were trying to cancel me on Twitter, y'all. I always tell you guys, every platform is so different in regards to reaction to stories that I cover. Look, I understand the job that I have is not an easy one, especially covering hot topics of some of your favorite celebrities. Sometimes I cover one of your favorite celebrities and you're mad because I'm talking about them. Beyonce, Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, and now Andy Cohen. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about KeKe Palmer. We're going to talk about Joseline Hernandez, what is going on with body cam footage lately? Kim and Kroy body cam footage has leaked. Shout out to our friends over the Bravo docket. They talk a little bit about, body cam footage and the laws behind that and things like that. So be sure to follow them on Instagram. They did explain that. Anyways, let's get into this catch up. All right, we're going to get caught on up with everything from reality TV to hot topics. As you know, that's what we cover here. We cover everything. I'm not just a Real Housewives guy. I know some of you on TikTok just follow me and think I'm just, the Housewives guy. No. I am the king of pop culture. Let's get into this catch up. All right?
It's been dark way too long in this place. That bright smile long gone been replaced. From ear to ear I see that fear in your face. Tell me when the last time you felt safe, cause there's some evil people in the streets. Evil at your front door, creeping while you sleep. It's time to raise up, show that evil we ain't weak. We don't turn the other cheek, I can show you how to be strong. Come on, follow me. Heard you looking for a hero. Well, look up. No more running from the bad guy. I'ma stare him in the eye like, what's up? I know the journey got hard for a minute, but I ain't giving this up. Yeah, I got the heart of a champion. If I get knocked down, I get back up.
I am the fifth member. How about that?
It's so funny how things come together. Finding this new song. It was such a inspirational song. It was the perfect comeback song. It was the perfect song for our catch-up promo. Woo! All right. So, for our Tuesday takeover, similar to what we're doing today, where we cover a variety of reality TV news, pop culture news, and things like that, it's a little different today because it's all hot topics and reality TV news. First off, I do want to say in solidarity to the writers and the actors right now that are on strike, which means technically reality TV is about to see a boost. Shout out to our friend and actor, a friend of the platform, Norma. She had mentioned that, some of these reality stars are technically actors like the Vanderpump Rules people. So this might affect them. I mean, I use the word actor with them very loosely. But shout out to all of the writers and the actors that are on strikes. When I was away, I saw a story where allegedly some of these Hollywood executives are going to ride this out to the point where these writers and possibly these actors will be begging and pleading to come back because they need this money. And that already says a lot about this industry. So solidarity to the writers and actors that are currently on strike because they believe that they are not receiving their fair share. And I believe that as well. All right. So other good news. I'm back. I'm back in the studio. Okay, I told you, if you listen to my podcast, Kempire Radio, I told you one of the benefits of being and doing what I do is having the freedom to be like, you know what, I'm going to extend my trip. Okay, at first I was only going to Greece, all right? I'll talk more about, the kismet situation in the universe and how it comes together on the podcast when I talk more in detail about my trip. But I decided at the last minute, I was like, you know what? I'm going to extend this to Amsterdam, because I have friends in Amsterdam. I love the city of Amsterdam. I've been there at least 5 times, at least. And then my friend that lives in Cologne, Germany, says, they're having Cologne's Pride the same weekend. Come. All right. So I did. So I did. Teresa says, quick request. When you post the time you're going live, can you post EST? And I do. I probably didn't do it technically on the community tab today, but I normally do post the EST and PST times. If you follow me on Twitter, you always normally do that as well. But thank you, Teresa. I'm not sure if you saw it. Maybe you saw it on here. Anyways. All right. So yeah, I decided to extend my trip. So that's part of the reason why I haven't been in the studio for the last 2.5 weeks. But thankfully, I left at a really good time because it was Pride Month here in it was Pride Month here in the States, but it was the big Pride Parade on Sunday, which I missed. But that's when y'all were trying to, not y'all, that's why Twitter was trying to cancel me for somebody else's video. Okay, everyone has their opinions, but here in our community, we always say be mindful of the things that you say on the internet. Because I always say this, and this is the great feature of Twitter, is that you can mute conversations. So y'all think y'all affecting me, not y'all, but these people think that they're affecting you, but they're screaming in an empty room. But I did see some of the comments, and I was like, wait a minute, y'all think I'm the one who took the video, first of all, on a Saturday night, late night here in New York City when I had a flight early the next day? No, I was home, minding my business and doing my job as I usually do. I saw the video. I said, oh, we got to report on this. And we did. But apparently, because I reported on it, maybe one of the first people to see the video and talk about the video, y'all were right. I was like, okay. So I of course, could not do the catch-up without talking about what happened at the beginning of my trip. But I tell you, everything happens the way it's supposed to happen because literally I was jet setting to Greece, Athens, Greece, for a vacation at the same time. I was like, all right, I'm going to put this out there, and there you go. Look, there you go. Anyways, so I wanted to talk about that. Had a great time in Greece, Amsterdam, and Germany, Cologne, Germany. Shout out to our friends over at Summer House Martha's Vineyard. Congratulations to them. They got renewed. They got renewed. So congratulations to them for our second season. We might get a season, though, without Silas because, he's serving our country. And according to Jasmine, he headed out. So I don't think he will be a part of this new season. I can almost guarantee he won't because they're supposed to start filming very soon. But congratulations to them. I love this. I told you I heard about this show. They didn't tell me the exact show, but they did tell me that a spinoff was coming, an all-black cast spinoff was coming. And then the news came that Summer House Martha's Vineyard was here. We recapped it. If you missed any of our recaps, be sure to check those out. All right. Congratulations to Milo. Milo? I always said his name wrong. The dog. We love him. Okay. So it's going to be interesting. Jasmine without Silas for this next season. Maybe Mariah will come back. Maybe she'll turn up. It's going to be a different Jasmine. Just because, Silas is not going to be there, but he's going to be calling. What are you doing? But he told us that he's in counseling. They're in a better place. Congratulations to the entire cast. I'm sure pretty much the entire cast will be coming back. And hopefully some new people. Oh, damn. Y'all said Silas won't be missed. Congratulations to Summer House Martha's Vineyard. And congratulations to the Black female production that told me about it. Just saying. Oh, wait. Did I just tell on them? They'll be strong. All right. So I want to start off with that. What was the other good news that I wanted to talk about? There was some other good news that I wanted to talk about in regards to this. Oh, Bravocon. So, as you know, Bravocon is happening in Vegas this year, not here in New York. They just announced that Bravocon tickets, you're welcome, Andy. You're welcome, Bravo. The tickets will be going on sale July 21st. What's today? So, next Friday. Next Friday, the tickets will be going on sale. And shout out to Cece. Cece, I forgot her name on Instagram. You guys will remind me. Cece loves something. I can't remember. Sorry. So she posted that somewhere in between that these tickets are going to be very costly. And I thought that maybe, I knew they were going to be costly regardless, but I thought maybe they would lower some of the price just because now they've moved the venue, because word on the street, New York was very expensive for them. But apparently they're not going to lower those ticket prices. They're going to get all the money that they can. They can. So I think like the starting general ticket is like $500. For 3 days though. I don't know. I have to see. So yeah, Bravocon, the tickets will go on sale July 21st. But Bravocon tickets were expensive for the New York one too. So I'm sure we all will complain, but we all will be there. And maybe me. Stay tuned. All right. So Bravocon tickets, and everyone's going to be there. All of the housewives will be at Bravocon. Summer House Martha's Vineyard will be there. I actually want to go. I want to go just so I can see them. Because I found out about them at Bravocon here. So yeah. Bravocon Las Vegas happening at the end of this year. Interfering with my other trip plans. Damn it. Gigi says Andy's watching from the bushes. Shout out to our King's Guards, guys. And shout out to, I believe it was Kim. Someone gave a membership. So shout out to you guys that come in and give memberships to other people that are watching. We appreciate you supporting the channel. You can also support the channel by liking the video. This is officially the Catchup. The Catchup. All right? All right, so we got some of the good news out of the way. Maybe? Look, maybe. Okay. All right, where do I want to begin? Okay, I'll start with, because I did list some things that I wanted to talk about. So I took a couple of notes. And while I was away, there were a couple of songs that I was listening to on replay. All right? The Barbie movie, did it come out officially, the Barbie movie? Or was that just the premiere party? Have you guys gone to see the Barbie movie? It looks interesting. I watched a couple of movies on the plane going and on the plane coming back. Whale with Brendan Fraser, who didn't he win the Oscar for that? Really good. He deserved it. But coming home this week, Delta has this movie called Spoiler Alert, and there are a lot of gay movies that I've seen over the years, and a lot of them are cheesy. There are a handful that are good. But this one, Spoiler Alert, they're not paying me, but they should. No, they don't have to. Spoiler Alert was such a good movie. Oh, go watch it. Go watch it if you can go find. I'm literally going to buy it so I can have it. That's how good that movie was. But prepare yourself to cry. It was so well done. I loved it. And I also loved Don't Worry, Darling. I know people were talking about this when it originally came out, but I don't think people really talked about it the way that they should. It was a really good movie. And if you really think a little bit deeper about what you're watching, you'll be like, oh, this is what this is representing. Good movie. But I don't know how I went from movies when I was talking about music, but here we are. Elephant Brain's working. So there were a couple of songs as I'm wandering, through the streets of Amsterdam or Germany or Greece. There were a couple of songs that I was listening. Oh, this is how I got on the tangent. Barbie World by Nicki Minaj and Ice Spice. How are you guys feeling about Ice Spice? They're trying to call her the princess of hip hop, but homegirl just came here. So how is she the princess of rap? How is she the princess of rap? Especially with those performances. I like her. I like her voice. She's a little different, but I'm not going to call her the princess of rap. You got to put in your work like Nicki Minaj. You got to put in the work. Barbie's World, it's a cute song. Not my favorite. But Nicki Minaj came out with another song with, isn't it Lil Uzi? He dates JT. Look, I don't know these rappers. I'm not a hip hop head like that. At least not, especially not of this generation. But Nicki Minaj is featured on his new song. And you may have seen this Natalie Nunn from Bad Girls Club and now Baddies. What is the thing? You know what show she's on Baddies West. I don't care. I don't watch Zeus. And it's okay. I don't judge those that do. I don't. Anyways, she's mentioned in the song and she's been going off on social media ever since about it. And not mad, like she's excited to be featured on this song and in a Nicki verse. And I have to be honest with you, that for me is like the best part of that song. Because it's just so, Nicki has just a way, no matter how you feel about Nicki personally, musically, I always get excited for a Nicki Minaj verse, song. I always want to hear what she has to say because she is pretty clever. I liked that part. I've replayed that particular. You would have thought my name was said in the song. The amount of times I played that particular part. I liked it. I liked it. I enjoyed it. Speaking of music, Beyonce. As you know, Beyonce was in Europe while I was in Europe. I was in Europe in May. I was in Europe this month and last month. Beyonce, though, launched her North American tour while I was away. And she's been killing it. First of all, she grossed almost, 154 million just from her European leg of her tour. Sidebar, word on the street that Taylor Swift's tour is going to gross like $1 billion and she's going to take home half of that. And then, according to this TikTok user, she's going to generate for those different economies $4.6 billion. Everybody's on tour this summer, too. What is going on with that? I still didn't get no Beyonce tickets. So if you want to invite me to, just in case someone dropped out and you want to invite me to the show, let me know. I still didn't get I was not jumping through hoops to see Beyonce. And I love Beyonce, but that's too many hoops. Look. Anyways. So Beyonce launched her North American tour, and I didn't think that she was going to have Blue come out during the North American tour. I thought maybe she would just do that for Europe, but no, Blue has been killing it. Blue's just getting better and better. She was in heels this time. So congratulations to Blue. Congratulations to Beyonce. I know this North American tour is going to do very well for her. I know she canceled a couple of dates just because of, quote, scheduling issues. So regardless, she's going to do well. She's going to do well. And yes, Jamita says Janet Jackson was amazing. I saw her in May. And Janet Jackson also broke some records for her own career in regards to in regards to her tour as well. So congratulations to my fellow tourist, Janet Jackson. Her tour did very well as well. But I was away too when Janet came to New York. Damn it. Look, damn it. All right. So, yes. So, let's get into this stuff because there's a lot of things that we need to talk about. But before we get into that, let me just say thank you. Judgy Justice, thank you so much for the super chat. Judgy Justice says, Silas gives me DMX energy in that one song that goes like he's calling a girl and starts off with, who bleep you at... Oh. Silas gives you that vibe? Thank you for another super chat. She says, I would be happy to be mentioned in a Nicki Minaj jab or not. Me too. And it was actually clever. All right. I thought it was pretty clever. Julie, thank you so much for the super chat. It's nice to see a lot of familiar faces in the chat. I appreciate you guys being here for the catch up so we can catch up on some of the things that have been going on in pop culture. So Julie says, we'll be part of the replay crew, but welcome back. I missed everyone. Hubby doing amazing. Good to hear. And had to rejoin because my credit card got stolen, but back spending money. Thank you, Julie. I'm sorry to hear that, but I'm glad to hear that the husband is doing well. All right. The other thing that happened that I feel like that was good news while I was away was the launch of Threads, the new Meta version of Twitter. And Elon is so mad. He wants to fight. He wants to physically fight Mark Zuckerberg. Elon, Musty, sit down. This is all your fault. This is all your fault. And just because you've made $1 billion in other areas in your life doesn't mean that you're good at social media. I am so grateful to the people that you fired and that went on over to Meta and you didn't have them sign a non-compete or an NDA and they decided to launch a whole new Twitter version, Threads. And it's been huge. Like 500 million in less than a week have joined Threads, which is directly connected to Instagram. If you don't follow me already, follow me at the Kempire on Threads. Thanks, Foxy. Foxy's got you guys covered. Be sure to follow me there because I am going to post a very particular type of content along with everything else that we post on Twitter and things like that. We're still going to have a little fun over there on Threads that's different. I like it though. I like Threads so far because it feels, especially after y'all try to cancel me on Twitter. Hey, Twitter. After that, it's sort of like, it's kind of nice to kind of get away from the toxicity that a lot of you have always said about Twitter. I'm here for it. But I was watching this really, I forgot his name. Oh my goodness. It's a tech content creator here on YouTube. And he was talking about Threads, the launch of Threads. And look, we can't forget about Meta and Facebook and the problematic things that they've had to endure over the last few years, especially when it comes to safeguarding our information and, propaganda sharing and things like that. So a lot of people are saying, well, this could be an opportunity though for Meta to do better and to change the outlook of what's been going on in the Meta universe. So I'm here for it. I'm ready. I'm not completely sold on Threads, but I'm there. I'm active. So be sure to follow me. All right, let's get into some hot topics. So while I was away, literally, I think Wednesday night, they had the RHONY, the new RHONY season 14. As you know, that will be premiering on Sunday. Yes, we will be doing a recap Monday evenings for Real Housewives of New York, the new cast. So stay tuned for that, okay? Well, they had a premiere. I know some of you are like, why were you there? Because first of all, I wasn't in the country, and also I probably should check my email. Maybe I was invited, but I like to keep a healthy distance from the Housewives, especially because I want to watch this show and not be influenced by anything, not by their in-person personalities or them wooing me. No. I want to watch Real Housewives of New York, this reboot. I want to watch the first few episodes and then I'll be open to going to a premiere party. No, I like to stay in my house. I don't know about anyone else. And that's the tourist in me. I like to stay in my house. I like the comforts of my house, unless I'm traveling. And even then, I'm like, I like the comforts of my home still. Okay. So they had a premiere party for season 14. This is the cast. All right. The other thing that happened while I was away was that their taglines dropped. But I did want to talk a little bit about the premiere party. The premiere party, I told you, they are pulling out all the stops for this show. Because normally Bravo doesn't throw premiere parties for these cities. If anything, sometimes the cast ends up throwing it for themselves. Okay? But they are putting all of their money behind the Real Housewives of New York's new cast. All right? I did hear that Giselle, our very first Indian housewife, she was very sick at the party and people were alleging that she was drunk. Well, no, she has now spoken out. I believe she had given a statement to Page Six and she says, I wish I was drunk. All right. The 43-year-old mother of two commented on Page Six Instagram post about the story. She says, unfortunately, just a stomach bug, guys. Nothing to see here. Here's the thing. First of all, she is the mother of children. And if you have children, then you know stomach bugs. Stomach bugs? Yeah. Sicknesses, pink eye, all those things. When you have children, they carry all that stuff home. So I believe her in this particular instance until we watch the season, and then we will have a better idea of who she is. But speaking of which, let's take a look at Giselle's tagline. And you guys will let me know in the chat what you think and how you would rate it from 1 to 10. So Giselle, all right, she says, in her tagline, hold on, let me just save this. She says, I always bring the flavor. It's not my fault you don't have any taste. I like this one. If you follow me on TikTok, then you saw that I did give these ratings when they came out. I like this one. I like her energy based off the previews of what we've seen so far. All right. I always bring the flavor. It's not my fault you don't have any taste. I like this. I think this is perfect. For those that forget, the housewives have a little bit of input in regards to their taglines, and then they're given taglines, and then a producer decides. Okay? So Giselle's, I would probably give this a solid, I don't remember what I gave it originally. I'm going to give this an 8.5. I thought this was good. I'm glad she's doing better. And it sucks that, she had to go to this premiere party and she was sick. I know she probably wasn't feeling well during the day. And she's like, this is the premiere party for this new show that Bravo's putting a lot of money behind. I need to show up. And show up she did. All right, let's move on. Let's move on to Sai. Sai says, in New York, there's a lot of bad apples, but I'm the baddest of the bunch. I like this. It makes me kind of look at her like, oh, what is she going to bring this season? Sai says, in New York, there's a lot of bad apples, but I'm the baddest of the bunch. I'm going to give this a 9.5. I know you're like, oh, that's high. I'm going to give this a 9.5. All right. Uba. Very simple. Uba says, the secret ingredient, ? Darling, it's me. Nothing crazy here. I feel like it's solid. And for those that don't know anything about Uba, one thing I do know is she has the Uba spices. So Uba hot. So that's why I get it. But if you don't know her, you don't necessarily get it. The secret ingredient, darling, it's me. I'm going to give this an 8.5. I thought this was solid. I don't think it's great, Uba, but I'm going to give it an 8.5 or 8. I'm going to give it an 8. Sorry, Uba, but I like it. I don't hate it. Everyone is so excited about Jenna Lyons being a part of this cast. And based off the interviews that I've seen recently with Jenna Lyons, I like her just nonchalant coolness. She's very New York. I like this. And a lot of you already know who she is, especially from the fashion world. All right. So Jenna's tagline, I don't love. Okay. She says, my lashes may be fake, but I definitely keep it real. It's not bad. It's solid. I'm going to give this a 7. But I think she's cool. Just saying. All right. Aaron. Okay, Aaron girl. Aaron says, I'm a true New Yorker. The only bull I'll take is by the horns. I like this. I think this is really good too. 8.5, maybe a 9. I probably give this a 9, especially if you know the charging bull in downtown Manhattan. Is that where she lives? Because, Bravo over the last couple of weeks have been sharing a lot, including where they live in the city. Aaron's the one, I believe, that had the intern story come out while they were filming. We shall see. Maybe that will play out during the season. She says, I'm a true New Yorker. The only bull I'll take is by the horns. Okay, girl. Look, okay, girl. All right. And last and definitely not least, I think she might be my new favorite. For me, she's the Sonia of this new cast. Brynn Whitfield, okay? She says, I love to laugh, but make me mad, and I'll date your dad. Okay, she says, I love to laugh, but make me mad, and I'll date your dad. I already seen a couple of interviews with her. I like her. I think she's good. And I believe this is who she really is. All right, Brynn. It might be my favorite. No, I don't think that's my favorite. Nope. I think Size is my favorite. In New York, there's a lot of bad apples, but I'm the baddest of the bunch. And then she gives us this fierce pose. Okay. That might be my favorite. But Brynn, close second. All right. Oh, what would I rate it? A 10. I'm going to give it a 10. And you know what? Sai, I'm going to give you a 10 too, because I just said that's my favorite. All right. Rochelle says that I love Jenna's jacket at the premiere. Yeah, let's take a look at it. I mean, it was different. Look. But she's a fashionista, so I'm going to let her get away with that. This outfit for me, I mean, at least she's giving face. Look, at least she's giving, I don't know about that jacket, but those pants, Lord have mercy. Who's the best dress here? Oh my gosh, who was the best dress here? Probably Brynn. She was showing a lot. But she looks cute. Hair, makeup look cute. I definitely probably give Brynn the best dress for the premiere party. Yeah. Look, yeah. I do like Erin though. I think Erin was going for whatever look she was going for. I think she nailed it in that regard. All right. Like, all right, guys, welcome to the catch up. Welcome to the catch up. This is where we're catching up on some of the stories that we may have missed over the last couple of 2.5 weeks that I was gone. All right, let's move on just because there's a lot to talk about. So, speaking of the Bravo universe, you may have seen that Vanderpump Rules was nominated for a few Emmys, and they probably will end up winning. And it's the first time that they've ever been nominated. Andy Cohen said that he loves that they're being nominated. He's just pretty shocked that Real Housewives have never been nominated. And to be honest with you, I agree with him. Go figure. No, I agree with him because I feel like there's so many iconic moments. Atlanta alone deserves several Emmys for some of the moments over the years that they've given us, have been TV gold. Bigger than Vanderpump Rules. Bigger than Vanderpump Rules. Sidebar, congratulations to Ariana. She's got multiple deals, and now she's going to be on Love Island USA. She's like doing some sort of promo there. And she's going to be on Dancing with the Stars. Every time I see a post and I go to the comment section, I think a lot of people are over Ariana and feeling sorry for Ariana. Ariana, I hope this season you're not leaning into the woe is me and you're just living your best life. Based on what we've seen, she is. I am kind of over the Bravo constantly like egging on, like just film the show and then we will get into it for the new season. I'm tired of seeing them while they're filming. I don't care. All right. Anyways, moving on. Let me take a sip. Well, since we're talking about Vanderpump Rules, I think it's a perfect time to talk about what's been going on over at the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Goodness. Kyle and Mauricio, while I was away, divorced. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you a story. So while I was in Athens, the story broke at 12 a.m. I didn't see it until like 12:30 a.m. Athens time. Okay, so that means it was like 5 p.m. here in New York. All right, 2 p.m. right? Yeah, 2 p.m. West Coast time. So you guys were just living your best life. I'm like ready to go to bed because I knew I had to get up early the next day. I'm ready to go to bed, and then the story breaks. The story breaks, and I'm like, oh my God, I gotta cover this story. Because People Magazine were saying that Kyle and Mauricio had been separated for a while. And a lot of you had gone down a rabbit hole with this whole Morgan Wade woman, country singer, and basically are alleging that these two are having some romantic affair. I don't know about any of that, but Kyle and Mauricio then the next day, or not even the next day, I think it was like within hours, sidebar, because a lot of you were, and including me, were remembering what was funny. Allison, the psychic medium, said in season 1 about he will never emotionally satisfy you. So a lot of people were bringing that up. All right. Well, Kyle and Mauricio then released a statement where they said that they didn't confirm that they were separated, but they wanted everyone to know that they're not divorcing and that they had a rough year. All right. And that made a lot of us kind of think, well, is this just a storyline? And I told you, if you saw the coverage of this story that I did, I told you I have a feeling based off of everything, because Kyle's not new to being a celebrity. She's not new to sharing her life this way. So all these little things that people were picking up on, I was like, she's doing this intentionally. She cannot be like the changing of the rings and not. I was like, she's doing this intentionally. So I was like, I kind of feel like this is just for a storyline. So they are separated. They're not divorcing. And you're going to see this play out during the season. And okay, so Garcelle was on Watch What Happens Live. Sidebar, did anyone catch when Andy Cohen said last night that, you know, his show was a low budget show because they were talking about Kinko's little signs that they had made. Shout out to Michelle Patel. And he was like, yeah, it's a low budget show. That's how we stay on the air. Andy, are you watching us? I said that just the other day. That's why the show stays on, despite those low ratings. It's okay, Andy. Anyway, so Garcelle released a lot of information during this appearance. And she basically, when she was asked all these different questions, they were playing one of those Watch What Happens Live games. And she kept on bringing up Sutton. Sutton is at the helm of all of the drama this season. She's at the helm. And apparently Garcelle and Sutton have questions about what was going on with Kyle and Mauricio as well.
Kyle's marriage a topic of conversation this season?
Yes, for sure.
Yes.
Sutton and I were suspicious.
So you and Sutton were suspicious. Yes.
And y'all can't even predict the future, okay?
Have you spoken to Kyle since all this broke?
I sent her a text asking her if she was okay, and she said, I'm hanging in there.
Okay.
Okay. So we already know that this is going to be Kyle's storyline for next season. We're going to see the cracks in their relationship. But here's the thing. Kyle, are we going to talk about all of the alleged cheating allegations that Mauricio has faced behind the scenes, allegedly? I don't believe the Morgan Wade situation. If anything, this worked out great for Morgan Wade because a lot of you that didn't know her, including me, now know her and probably are streaming that music. So it works out great for her. And she's going to be on a top-rated show as well. She's going to be on this season. Do you really think that something's going on between her and Morgan Wade? Okay. And Kyle is busy denouncing all of the things and that you guys are saying on social media, including the blogs and whatnot. All right. Where do I want to go from here? Okay, since we're talking about not divorcing, let's talk about Kroy and Kim. Oh, Lord. Kroy and Kim. Oh, goodness. So Kroy and Kim, as you know, while I was away, I was covering this story as well. We were covering this story. Kim was recently on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. All right. Which for me was like nothing. That reunion with the OGs was like a nothing scene. Sorry. If you missed my recap of the Real Housewives of Atlanta's latest episode, be sure to check that out. So Kim and Kroy, they had filed for divorce. They were fighting online. I talked about the different 911 calls, more body cam footage of the two, more body cam footage of the two obtained by Radar Online. At one point in the last video that we did, Kroy alleged that throughout their marriage, she has spent over $1.5 million on gambling online. He says illegally. All right. So as we're covering all the financial woes, all the back and forth in court between these two, apparently they have withdrew their divorce papers. Okay. So now they're apparently working on their marriage. But a lot of you have called BS. You believe that this was all for a storyline. This was all for them to get back on television. But their financial situation is real. We also covered for you multiple stories in regards to Kroy is being sued by BMW Financial. He's being sued by a Bahamas casino for $52,000. So their financial situation, they owe the IRS reportedly $1.1 million. A lot of you also brought up, they really can't afford a divorce. To pay attorneys, that's a whole other very costly situation. So maybe they've called this off temporarily. They're still sleeping in the same bed. According to Kroy, this is what he's telling to the police officer. They still sleep in the same bed, his $15,000 bed. You know, he has a very sensitive body. That was one of the great things that coming back. Like the beds that I stayed in were pretty comfortable, but it's nothing like your bed. I have like, it's not a sleep number, but it's one of those beds where it was specifically made for my body type. So like, it's really comfortable. But it's not $15,000. I'm just that way. It's not $15,000. No. Anyways, so that played out for over the last few weeks. When I was in London, then when I was in Greece, then when I was in Amsterdam. So we've covered a couple of different stories in regards to this. Well, now they're not divorcing. Okay? They are back together. I feel sorry for those young kids. I really do feel sorry for those young kids. Did you guys see the body cam footage? Disturbing. Disturbing. All right. Sidebar. So another story that we talked about or covered while I was away was Michael Jordan. So paparazzi caught up with Michael Jordan and they asked if he approved of Larsa and that man, the man's son. I don't care. Marcus Jordan, is that his name? Who cares? I don't believe this relationship. I have a couple of sources that came to me and said that this relationship is not real. So now when I look at that relationship, I'm like, it kind of doesn't feel real. I don't feel passion between these two people. And now they have a podcast. And apparently Larsa, because before this, Larsa said that she met the family. The family were very sweet to her. They loved her, blah, blah, blah. I don't know if I believe that either. But apparently she was devastated and embarrassed when Michael Jordan did that. I actually took Michael Jordan doing that. I thought he was being facetious in that moment. Just saying. Oh, thank you, Miss Esquire. I feel bad for Spill because I'm on Spill as well. Shout out to Spill. It's another sort of like Twitter-esque new app. I'm on there too. I felt bad for them. I felt bad for them because they had announced and a lot of people were joining Spill. And then all of a sudden Meta came out of nowhere and just sort of like everyone stopped talking about Spill. But shout out to Spill. I am on Spill. It is a Black-owned media space. Just saying. Thank you, Ms. Esquire, for reminding me. So don't forget about Spill. That's probably where Black Twitter is going to end up going. Just saying. All right, so back to this. So Larsa reportedly was devastated and embarrassed by what he said. Girl, there's so many reasons why you should be devastated and embarrassed. That's not one of them. Sidebar, speaking of the Real Housewives of Miami, things that we do care about, shout out to our girl, Guerdy. Guerdy is now, she shaved off, first of all, Guerdy, damn you for also having a beautiful bald head. Come on now. Yes. So she shaved off her head because, you know, she's going through a cancer battle and she's about to start, you know, she just started chemotherapy. So she was getting ahead of it and she shaved off her head. And her husband, Russell, of how many years they've been together? Oh my gosh, like almost 30 years they've been together. He was the one to shave it off for her. We're going to see her cancer journey through the Real Housewives of Miami's newest season, which is, I believe, is still filming, right? I believe they're still filming. So stay tuned for that. And thank you, Guerdy, for sharing that with us on social media, because I know you are inspiring other women that are going through something similar. All right. Look, I'm trying to keep everything in order. Sidebar, since we're talking about Real Housewives. Peter Thomas, that was another story that we talked about while I was away. So now he's responding. I posted a new video literally as I came back from Amsterdam. Came in, I did a video. I didn't even unpack. I did a video talking about Peter Thomas responding to the lawsuit. His landlords are trying to evict him from Bar One Miami's location because they're alleging that he owes them nearly $500,000 in back rent and taxes and utility stuff, all of that. He's now responding in court saying that I paid. He says, I paid. Peter, what go on? The people that say you didn't pay. Anyways. So we did that. That was another story that we've been following. And I will continue to follow. And poor Cynthia, but poor us. Cynthia, this is your fault. You put him into our lives. So now when he does stupid stuff, we have to report on it and we have to associate you with it. I'm sorry. That is the cross you have to bear. We love you though, Cynthia. We do. All right. Okay. So you've seen it. You've seen it all over social media. There was a brawl between Friend Ofs on the Real Housewives of Potomac. Okay. So the Real Housewives of Potomac are currently still filming. They are still filming. Where's my picture? Hold on. I thought I had it. Where is it? Where is it? I know I put it here. Ow. I hate that. I don't know what I did with it, y'all. Oh, here it is. So the ladies of the Real Housewives of Potomac. So Kiana on the left and Deborah on the right and Candace in the middle. So apparently this was all centered around Candace and her beef with Deborah from last season. But there's new footage that came out from TMZ of the physical altercation. I cannot show it to you here. I showed a little bit of it on TikTok, so be sure to check it out over there. But based off the footage from the earlier report where they were saying that Kiana was the first one to throw the punch, and where Kiana was basically beat down by Deborah, the footage says otherwise. The footage says otherwise. At one point, you see Candace, I'm going to say allegedly because it was hard to make out who was there. But at one point, you see Candace hold on. Just to pretend this is a champagne bottle. She pulls it. She looks like she's about to throw it at somebody. I'm assuming Deborah. According to our friends over at Queens of Bravo, they were saying that filming had stopped for the night. However, if you look at some of the footage, you see, I think it was Eric Fuller, one of the executive producers, still there. So I'm wondering how this will play out for the new season. If they're going to, I mean, the footage from TMZ, I'm sure they're going to show. But here's the thing, here's where I don't care. Okay? Here's where I don't care. These are friend ofs of the show. Friend ofs. So part of me doesn't care because I feel like they're all doing this for clout to be on the show. And I know it wasn't being filmed necessarily, but I don't like to see it. Just watching it, I was just like, what in the Zeus is going on? What in the Zeus is going on? So now in this new footage, we're seeing a lot of things happening in this situation. We see Candace pick up a champagne bottle. We see some other lady that I couldn't identify looking like she was pulling on Kiana. Kiana was the one in the light, allegedly, I'm going to say, in the light sort of like turquoise dress. And then Deborah was in the black. It got really ugly. I don't like to see us fight like this. And I said this as well when we saw the Monique situation. I didn't like to see that. I don't know what went down between all of them. I don't know how Kiana got involved in this beef between Candace and Deborah. But maybe she didn't. We don't know the full story. I'm thinking cameras are going to be up today, filming everyone's reaction to the fight from last night. You know these producers are like, oh. So please understand, although they may not show the fight, of course, well, now they have the TMZ footage, so they might show the fight. I don't like seeing this stuff. I really don't. That's not how I live my life. But I'm not judging. Some people do. Some people, this is a regular occurrence for people. But that's not how I live my life. But of course, we had to talk about it. Because there was new footage since this morning. Literally before I went to Pilates, I was like, oh, because the jet lag is jet lagging. I was up early. And I said, oh, let me do this video. So I did the video. All right. So, okay. Where do I want to go from here? Look. All right. Okay. We keep talking about body cam footage. So, you know Joseline Hernandez? You know who Joseline Hernandez is. Where's my Joseline photo? Hold on, y'all. Because, oh, here it is. Let me bring up this Joseline photo because Joseline Hernandez, you know, we talked about this and we reported on that fight that she had during, what was it? I forgot, Floyd Mayweather's situation. Well, Joseline Hernandez, the body cam footage, because a lot of people thought that she got arrested for what went down between her and that other reality star. No. And now we see why she got arrested. I can't show you the footage because it's so graphic. But I hope she's getting help for her sobriety. Because there is no way in hell that Joseline Hernandez, during this confrontation, she was calling the police officers all kinds of racial things. And then she was yelling at the black officers for holding her. It's like, oh, you letting that white man tell you what to do. They weren't even trying to arrest Joseline. It's because she got aggressive with them. She got aggressive with the police. There were literally, I did not count, but it felt like there were 10 police officers surrounding this woman because she had superpowers. She had superpowers. She was yelling she was clearly on something or a mix of things. But they were not even trying to arrest her. They literally had to physically restrain her because she started getting in their faces. And they literally at one point, because she fell to the ground, they had to have a bunch of police officers lift her up and put her in the car. So that's why she was arrested. When we covered this before, we found that out before. That it wasn't because of the other video footage that we saw. It was because of this body cam footage that we saw where she was attacking the police officers. But if you look at her face, if you look at her eyes, if you watch the video and the way she was speaking, oh, there's no way. Look, you know I'm terrible with figuring out who's high and stuff. No. It was very apparent that homegirl was high as a kite. Just saying. So that body cam footage came out this week as well. So I wanted to talk a little bit about that. So she was arrested and she was charged for like multiple charges, like 4 charges. One was resisting arrest. Let me take a sip. One of the other things that I saw a lot of people saying in the comment section about this footage, they were saying she continues to do this type of behavior because people applaud her for it and reward her for it. Literally on the Zeus network. And then when she came out of prison, she decided to sell merch with her mugshot. All right, moving on. Damn, I'm covering a lot. Guys, you're just joining us. This is officially the Catchup. The Catchup. Yes, this is our opportunity to catch up on everything that we missed while I was away.
It's been dark way too long in this place. That bright smile long gone been replaced. From ear to ear I see that fear in your face. Tell me when the last time you felt safe, cause there's some evil people in the streets. Evil at your front door, creeping while you sleep. It's time to raise up, show that evil we ain't weak. We don't turn the other cheek, I can show you how to be strong. Come on, follow me. Heard you looking for a hero. Well, look up. No more running from the bad guy, I'ma stare him in the eye like, what's up? I know the journey got hard for a minute, but I ain't giving this up. Yeah, I got the heart of a champion. If I get knocked down, I get back up.
I am the 5th member. How about that?
I just want to play it again. Look, I literally was putting that together right before the live, so there was a little bit of a mistake in there, but that's my new favorite song. That's my favorite song. Anyways, guys, if you haven't already, be sure to like the video. It's an easy and free way of supporting the channel. Happy Friday. I am trying to get caught up on everything I missed, including Love and Marriage Huntsville, Love and Marriage Detroit. Have you guys been watching that? I saw a lot of you were reacting to Maurice's recent interview with Carlos. So a lot of people were talking about that whole Kimmy having sex while she was, not wanting to because of the chemo treatment. So that was like a big hot topic of discussion. I wanted to talk a little bit about it here, but I didn't get to watch the interview. So, and I really didn't want to, but I'm going to because I want context. But I already kind of have an opinion on it, but I want to see what exactly he said because y'all were dragging him in these streets, Maurice. Y'all were dragging him in these streets for what he said. But yeah, so we'll talk about that at a later date. I did want to talk about Jamie Foxx. So, I've really stayed away from the Jamie Foxx story because we really did not have any solid information. And then all of a sudden, we've gotten Jamie Foxx sightings. Jamie Foxx's first sighting was him on a luxury yacht waving to fans. And already, I have to say, us black people, always ready for a conspiracy theory. A lot of people are like, oh, the cloning has been complete because something doesn't make sense. And I saw someone post. Someone posted that I need Jamie Foxx to come out with a statement thanking everyone for prayers because I was speaking in tongues. I'm paraphrasing what someone said. I was speaking in tongues for him. It is just kind of weird. Look, at the end of the day, he has no obligation to say anything about his health situation. But I know a lot of people were concerned. So for him to kind of completely ignore... Look, he did come out with a statement, I believe, at one point, but it was like a written statement. I think people want to hear from him. But maybe he's not ready to speak, because word on the street is that he had a stroke. Maybe his speech is not great right now. But he looks good. I'm just happy that he's looking good. Look at him. He's looking good. He was playing pickleball. I'm just happy that he's on his feet, if that's really him. Oh, wait a minute. Do you think that it's a clone? A body double? Look, well, a lot of people were speculating because, the family came out with a statement and just things just weren't making sense. And look, Michaela says that was a clone. I can't with y'all right now with the clone story. I don't know. I have to say, there's video footage. I forgot where he was. And he put something in, he was doing some sort of event with friends. And then he puts, I think it was like a golf club he puts away. And it was kind of strange the way he put it away. I don't know. Look, I'm not big on conspiracy theories, but I'm looking like, is that you, Jamie? Jamie, look. Michelle on TikTok says, zoom in on the face. It's not him. Even the smile was interesting. I just hope that he's okay. I'm not going to lie to you. I've been telling you guys for since 2023. I said, for me, 2023 is about health, making sure you take care of your health. So for me, hearing him possibly be on the brink of death, I was just like, damn, I just hope that he's really okay. So there's been a few sightings, which is really interesting because he does have a lot of different things coming up. And one of the things that they announced was with a project with his daughter that was coming out. And he was apparently still in the hospital in rehab. But one thing that they did announce that he's going to be executive producing is a Luther Vandross documentary. Luther has been following me these last few weeks because I keep on saying, I'm like, Luther really doesn't get the just due and respect that he deserves. So it's so crazy to me that now all these things are starting to come out that are going to be honoring Luther Vandross. So I'm excited about this documentary, and I'm hoping that Jamie Foxx is doing well. I mean, the clone looks great. Look, the clone is cloning. All right? The body double is body doubling. Okay. All right, we're going to move on. Guys, we are going to take callers, so let's get those likes up. We have almost 1,200 people watching on multiple platforms. Shout out to everyone watching on TikTok. Shout out to everyone watching on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, and of course, everyone watching on YouTube. Let's get those likes up. Let me just say thank you because we did receive a couple of super chats, and I did want to say thank you to everyone that donated to our fundraiser for Pride Month. We were raising money for the Trevor Project. So thank you to everyone that donated. We appreciate your support. And shout out to our members that support us here on a monthly basis. Head on over to teamkempire.com/join so you can become a member as well. All right. Mona, thank you so much for the super chat. Mona says, did you see Mark Z's abs? Mark Z. Zuckerberg. Oh, Mark Z. I was like, Mark Z? Who are you talking about? Yes, I saw that recent photo of Mark Zuckerberg. He was training. I didn't know he had all that. I also didn't know that Mark Zuckerberg was a Taurus. So you already know how I feel. I was like, all right. I might be wrong because, people just love to say things to me. Cheryl, thank you so much for the super chat. Cheryl says, have you been watching And Just Like That? I literally was catching up on that right before this live. I probably will do a separate video recapping that. So stay tuned. How are you guys feeling about And Just Like That? based off I know a lot of people are dragging the show, but I feel like they're trying to build a story. I don't think the show is perfect, but I do believe that they're trying to build something in the story. The last episode that I just watched, I was sort of like, it was okay. It was okay. Rochelle, thank you so much for the super chat. Rochelle says, so glad to see you back in the studio. Thank you so much, Rochelle. And thank you so much for the super chat. We appreciate you. WR, thank you so much for the super sticker. We appreciate you as well. All right. Nikia, thank you so much for the super chat. She says, I'm supposed to be sleeping. Got to work tonight. But I've never made it to a live, so I had to at least stop through and send my support. I'll be back tomorrow with the replay crew. Thank you, Nikia. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Thank you so much for the support. We appreciate you as well. Go get your rest. I understand. Jasmine, thank you so much for the super chat. Jasmine says, this has to be a body double. All those people saying he was really sick and saw him in the hospital, and now he looks almost 100% doesn't make sense. I know, something just does not make sense. Something about this whole situation just does not make sense. And I wonder if this is just his way of securing those other things and projects that he's working on. All right. Jasmine, thank you for another super chat. She says, did you already talk about KeKe? No, but thank you for the segue, Jasmine. Thank you for the segue. Let's talk about KeKe. And I really did want to do a story while I was away, because I did do videos while I was away, but I couldn't cover every story, and I did want to talk about this. So I said, this is perfect. We'll do the catch up, and we can talk about this whole KeKe Palmer story. Oh my gosh, KeKe Palmer. All right. So KeKe Palmer's boyfriend. Well, I don't know if they're even together anymore. So KeKe Palmer's baby daddy went on social media, because Usher has his Las Vegas show, which I hear is really, really good. And when he says, there goes my baby, so he always brings like a celebrity or something like that, and he gets very flirtatious. No, I mean, it's nothing serious. It's nothing serious. But KeKe's been in her bag lately, especially, she just had a baby. She's been real, like KeKe always looked good, but I feel like she's really like feeling herself right now, as she should. All right. So her baby daddy, who no one even knew about, posted this on social media. He says he's deleted it now, but it's already been out there. So he posts, it's the outfit though. You a mom. So a lot of people thought he was joking when he posted. A lot of people thought he was joking. But homeboy doubled down. Homeboy doubled down. What did he say? He then went on social media. Hold on. He went on social media and then added this. He says, we live in a generation where a man of the family doesn't want the wife and mother to his kid to showcase booty cheeks to please others. And he gets told how much of a hater he is. This is my family and my representation. I have standards and morals to what I believe. I rest my case. Sir, look. Sir, did he really rest his case? First of all, last time I checked, they weren't married. All right. Isn't he also a writer? So right now, he's not bringing in any money. And here's the thing. I didn't see that. A lot of people thought he was joking initially until he doubled down. And then he wiped his Instagram of any remembrance of KeKe, and they've unfollowed each other on social media. KeKe, being a boss and always bouncing back, you know what she did? She launched merch. I'm a mother. I'm a mom merch. KeKe, look, I'm happy for you. You got your new munchkin? New baby, okay? And we never heard of this man. We never heard of this man before until you. Apparently, he's also related to the guy from Insecure. That's his brother. The one that had issues with Amanda Seales. And she slammed both of them this week on the podcast. I just didn't understand. And a lot of you said this wasn't just about the outfit. This wasn't the first time that something like this has happened. Well, because he was acting a fool on social media, homeboy ended up deleting all his old tweets. But a lot of you said, when you delete a tweet, it still exists. So they found some problematic tweets from him from years ago, and then video footage on how he's held KeKe to this level of perfection. You can hold anyone to whatever perception or level in your head. That doesn't mean they have to live up to it. I just wanted KeKe to have, here's the thing. I feel bad for KeKe because I feel as if like this was supposed to be like, a nice little thing for her. She's got her family now, and now this man, now the internet is dragging him up and down Twitter streets. It's okay, Darius. They try to drag me too. Sidebar. No, all right, I'll talk about it in the podcast. Yeah, so he decided to outfit shame her. Obviously, there's some sort of lack of communication between KeKe and Darius, or maybe she knows how he is when it comes to stuff like that, and she just didn't care. But a lot of you said that, yeah, this is probably and definitely not the first time he said or done anything like this. He just hasn't done it in such a public way. That's the thing when you're dating someone that's a public figure. You can't be going on social media acting like this. Like, they have to be on the same page on how to conduct themselves. Like, she needs a Jay-Z. She's a Virgo. So she needs like a Jay-Z. Like, they have to be on the same page on how to conduct themselves in public and on social media. But maybe he's in his feelings being at home and she's out having a good time with her girls. Was he watching the baby that day? Either way, KeKe is going to bounce back. KeKe continues to bounce back. KeKe could do no wrong in a lot of people's eyes. Okay? I think that she is going to be fine. They just have to figure out their co-parenting situation. Exactly. Miranda says, you want a 1950s woman, go find one, but don't publicly shame someone else. That's the thing. He could have his belief on what he wants his relationship to look like if both people agree to it. And there are plenty of women that agree to a traditional, I'll put traditional in quotes, sort of relationship like that. And that's fine. That's fine. That's your relationship. I will never judge people in their relationship as long as both people agree to it and it's not an abusive situation. Okay? But Darius, you did this to yourself, brother. You did this to yourself. I keep telling y'all y'all need to learn a thing or two from Beyonce and Jay-Z and how they conduct their relationship on social media. I know Beyonce was fully embarrassed that day when the elevator situation happened. She was like, oh, not my life being exposed to these streets. Just saying. Amber said it's Todd's fault, not Todd. Todd. All right, what else did I miss? I think I covered everything that I wanted to talk about. Did I? Look, did I? I say that and then I'm like, wait a minute. Look, wait a minute. Did I cover everything? Hold on, y'all. Let me just make sure that I covered everything that I wanted to cover. And if you haven't already, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel. Is it a subscribers only live chat? If not, welcome. Look, welcome. We have over 1,200 of you here watching with us. So be sure to like the video. It's easy and free way of supporting the channel. But if you are a member of the channel, I'm going to drop the call and link for you guys first. Oh yeah, I did cover everything. Look at me. And I did that all in an hour, a little bit over an hour, but it's okay. All right, Senior Royals, I'm going to drop the call and link first for you guys behind the scenes on our community tab on YouTube. Shout out to everyone watching on Twitch and Twitter. I see you guys. Hey, Miss Jackson. Shout out to everyone watching on TikTok as well. Senior Royals, we're going to drop this call and link first for you guys. And the catch up can be, if there's something that we didn't talk about and you wanted to hear my opinion or you had a question, this is the opportunity to catch me up. All right? Catch me up. All right? All right. So let me drop this call and link for our Senior Royals. And to become a member, head on over to teamkempire.com/join. And for everything Kempire, head on over to thekempire.com. And yes, still our Pride and Juneteenth merch are still available. I will be getting rid of that this week. Just saying. So if there was something you've been waiting on, head on over there. All right? All right. Royal Court members, we dropped the call and link for you as well. Team Kempire members, we're going to drop the call and link for you as well. So all members should have access to the call and link first. T-Lady says, are you watching Love and Marriage Detroit? I haven't gotten into it yet, but I am going to give it a try, so stay tuned for that. I probably will talk about that when I talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville, all right, and Bell Collective. All right, let me say thank you, Jasmine. Thank you so much for another super chat. Jasmine says, where were your standards and morals when you had a baby out of wedlock? In regards to the KeKe and Darius situation. And this is the same KeKe you met before having a baby. Have several seats. It's just interesting. You know, a lot of people thought he was joking at first. And come to find out that he wasn't. Miranda, I have not really gotten dug deep into the whole Jonah Hill situation because now he's being accused of some other really terrible things. But yeah, I understand. I understand that. Yeah, we did not talk about the Jonah Hill situation. All right. Just a reminder to the callers: no profanity, no derogatory statements. Please understand we have a zero tolerance policy for things like that. So if you miss it, if you do it, you may never be able to call in again. Okay. All right. All right. Live chat. I will drop the call link for you. We're almost at, let's get to 550 likes. Let's get to 550 likes, and I'll drop the call link for the general audience as well. But members are backstage. We have quite a few members backstage. Members, I will give you 2 minutes to sound off or get me caught up, the catch up, in regards to what you want my opinion on or thoughts on, or just what you want to catch the world up on or react to what we've talked about today. All right? All right. Let's bring up first William. Or is that Alex? Hold on. Hold on. Alex.
Now YouTube. Why it got rid of Alex? What happened? What happened? That was supposed to be my fake name. Anyway, I missed you so much. Oh my gosh, I missed you. Wait. What? Okay, it froze. Hold on. Hold on, y'all.
Look, I hear you. Can you not hear us, Alex? Okay. Can you not hear us, Alex? Uh-oh. All right.
See, okay.
Alex, I'm going to drop you. You probably don't hear me, but I'm going to drop you. Alex, call back in. Call back in. All right. Technology, y'all. Technology. But you guys can hear him, right? I don't know. Something happened on his end. But I'm going to bring up Tiana next. What's going on, Tiana?
Hey, welcome back.
Thank you. How are you? Can you hear me?
I am doing good. It's so funny because I always will play, if I can't catch the live, I'll play, the videos while I'm cleaning. And even my boyfriend was like, where's that guy at? I said, having him a good time in Europe. But okay.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me just switch this. There we go.
I had heard last night about the whole fight in Potomac and then, today with the video. And I just think, honestly, I don't think Deborah should have been allowed to film after producers had clocked her line about her interaction with Chris.
Yeah. So
I don't even think she should have been allowed back, honestly. And honestly, after watching the video and seeing her throw the drink and then throw the cup at, is her name Kiana?
Yeah, Kiana.
Or it's kind of like, I don't think it's fair for Bravo to be like, we don't condone violence, but we'll allow someone to do everything up until violence, and then when you react, you're the problem. And so I think when we have the drink throw, even the drink throwing Tamara, back in the day, when she threw the wine, or when we have the food throwing, or stuff like that, it's either none of it's gonna stand, or you throw a drink, you get what you get, because it's not fair. And it's not fair for them Bravo to look down on someone. Oh, well, now you can't film anymore because you got violent, yet you allowed her to assault me.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
Good point.
And so that's all I have to say. Welcome back. Get some sleep. And we are happy to have you back.
Thank you, Tiana. Take care. Bye. Bye. Tiana knows because I woke up really early. Really early. It's the tiredness is starting to hit me. Right before I came live, I was like, oh, I'm feeling a little tired. All right, let me bring up Alex again. Hold on. Alex, are you there? Can you hear me?
Not YouTube got mad at me for calling them out.
Ooh.
Not YouTube got mad at me and dropped me. Ooh. Anyway, I missed you. I'm going to Greece and Germany this August, September, October. So I'm excited. I'm so
Oh,
excited, and your pictures looked absolutely stunning.
thank
Stunning.
you. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm gonna start with the Potomac Brawl that I heard about last night and this morning.
Yeah.
Now listen, let's see, because Deborah, this fight with Deborah and Kiana, the friends,
Mm.
um, let's see how this plays out versus how it played out with Candace and Monique. Because I heard that things got very violent, very worse than how it happened with Candace and Monique. Like
Yeah.
there was some blood.
What's happening back there, Alex? Oh, we lost
Sorry,
Alex.
I'm back.
Oh,
I
there you
have my
go.
family screaming. Anyway.
Oh.
Okay, so what was that? I lost my train of thought. Okay, anyway, sorry. Kiana was defending Candace, apparently, I heard.
Yeah.
That's what I've heard. Why is Deborah allowed to come back after, like I heard Tiana, I think, said, why is she allowed back after lying? She is boring. We all don't like her. I've not seen one person say they like Deborah. She's a bore, and she's Cookie Monster, and she needs to go. Please. I beg of thee. So I'm going to go with Kyle and Mauricio. Listen, Kyle is trying to push this as hard as she can to give herself a story. Because ain't no way, like, paparazzi's not going to show up to your car at a gas station. Someone would have had to tip them off, and it was obviously Kyle. And so I think that Kyle's she's thirsty for some attention. And this is a story just like Kim and Kroy is a story. Because there's no way you're going to call the police and make this entire big mess and then say, oh, wait, we're not going to get a divorce. This is our family and we're going to keep it together. Like, what? No, you were just trying to get your little peach back, your Rent-A-Peach back. You were trying to get that back. You were trying to join Marlo in the Rent-A-Peaches. And you were just trying to get your peach back. And I do not respect it. All right. Well,
All right.
I'm so happy you're back.
Thank you, Alex. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All right. All right. We're going to get to some more members, guys. We are almost at 550 likes. So I will drop the call-in link for the general audience once we get through some of the callers that are members of the channel first. Shout out to everyone watching on TikTok. For some reason, you couldn't hear the callers. So now you should be able to hear the callers. I have a temporary fix, but you can hear everything and see everything if you watch us on the KEMPIRE YouTube channel or Facebook, the KEMPIRE and KEMPIRE Daily on Facebook as well, or Twitch or Twitter. All right. Let's get to some more callers. Miss Esquire's backstage. We're going to bring her up next. What's going on, Miss Esquire?
Hi, welcome back.
Thank you. How are you?
I'm really good. Am I raspy or anything on your end?
No, you sound great.
Your trip was so beautiful. Thank you for letting me live vicariously. We're so happy that you're back.
Thank you.
So I think the thing I want to know how you feel about is this idea that Mark is trying to use the incident on Roe against Kenya to, I guess, further either limit how much Brooklyn can be on the show or either limit Kenya's physical custody of Brooklyn. What are your thoughts?
Here's the thing. I feel as if I already kind of felt like that was going to happen after I saw the fight. And I just feel like they have to figure out a way to co-parent. Brooklyn is so young. They have to figure this out. And Kenya, you trying to do another baby with him, that's just not going to work. I'm not surprised by that. And I think he just wants any excuse to be annoying.
I really think he likes egging her. For some reason, he likes irritating her. I will say, again, I think this is why the legitimate criticism of Kenya bringing the baby on all of the girls' trip has some validity, not the way that they brought it up, but it's like, Kenya, maybe you don't need to bring Brooklyn because you don't know what these women are capable of, and you don't want it to complicate your custody arrangement. I will say, like, Kroy and Kim, I actually don't think it was fake. The allegations they were making against each other to the police and publicly, what I don't understand is the withdrawal of the divorce. I really don't, because I do think that everything they said about each other had truth to it and validity to it. So it really makes no sense why they're not getting a divorce, except that maybe it's not financially advantageous for them to get divorced at this time. That's the only thing I can think of. And then the last thing I'm going to say with RHONY, I follow Sai for Scout the City for years. I think her personality is going to be the one that I dislike the most.
Oh, really?
because she does not like how she was on just even that first episode and in some of the interviews. I'm like, this is not who I thought you were from following you on Instagram. It just her personality is a little bit more sharp. Or it looks like it's going to be a little bit more pointed and sharp than I was expecting.
Oh,
Maybe it's me, but I'd be interested if you think like, who do you think people will like in the beginning and not like in the end? Because I'm like, I don't know how I like her television personality. That's it.
okay. All right. Thank you, Miss Esquire, for calling in. Take care.
Bye.
Bye. This is part of the reason why I'm like, I just want to wait and watch the show. Even from the first episode is not going to be enough. I want to wait and watch the season before I have a thought. But guys, don't forget the season premiere of the Real Housewives, the new Real Housewives of New York, will premiere on this Sunday, right after the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Okay, we're gonna bring up Justice next. What's going on, Justice?
Hey, it's me, Judgy Justice.
What's going on?
Was running out of time trying to type, so I was like, let me get in the room. But anywho, great to have you back. I just want to hit on a couple of points. KeKe and her baby daddy problems. Go KeKe, like standing strong on that. That's something that I think like a lot more, especially Black women need to do, not to fall back into it. I know she has more access than majority of us, but I do think she's still standing in like a strong message. Second of all, I do want to talk about the Big Bird fight with Kiana from RHOP. A little bit of stuff that I've been reading and kind of like pulling together. It was essentially that they were all together for the Ashley and Giselle's like athletics wear reveal, and essentially like Candace was bickering with who was it?
Deborah.
Always lying, Mia. And Big Bird, and then Kiana and her had becoming close over things. So Kiana's like, "What's the beef?" basically, and then that's when like a drink got thrown on her by Big Bird, and that's what caused the incident. Again, this is all alleged because guess what? I wasn't there.
I mean, you live in the area, so if you told me you were there, I would have believed you.
Well, I was somewhere else. I was over in West Virginia enjoying 30-something acres with my friends.
Oh.
I was not paying them no mind. But anywho, I think like I honestly think that with Kyle and her husband, I think some things run their course and they have to figure out where they need to go next, because I do think that they've always had like this more of a business interest and not as much as a love interest in the last few years. So I think, if this country singer is making her happy, I'm all for it. And I'm happy that they're getting in front of the story now, because I would hate for it to be like a salacious like scandal, All right, well, I guess that's my time. And
Thanks,
I'll see you again next week.
Take care. She said if the country singer is making Kyle happy. You know what? Do y'all believe this story? Do you believe that Kyle is having a love affair with Morgan Wade? You'll let me know. Replay crew, as always, or the later on crew, be sure to let us know your thoughts on any of the hot topics that we have covered today. All right, we're going to get to some more callers, and then I am going to drop the call and link for the live chat. Let's get through our members of the channel. Miss Bernice, what's going on?
Hey, Kempire, I'm glad that you're back.
Thank you.
Okay, let me get my thoughts right. Maurice, with his Derek Jackson looking self, when they had that interview with Fox Soul, and Kimmy was sitting to the next to him, all I kept seeing was Derek Jackson when he had his wife sitting next to him looking crazy.
Mm.
That's what it gave me.
Wow.
Yeah. And Maurice is the scum of the earth. He makes me sick. I don't like him. He thinks he's intelligent, but he's really a fool. And Kimmy got to come to the realization that he don't love you. He don't like you. He want his ex-wife back. Because for you to keep insisting that she go meet with a woman that she don't have a problem with, and you saying it's a problem, I'm looking at you, suspect, not her. And what else? What else? What else? I got a couple of minutes, a couple of seconds left. Um, I don't that Kroy and Kim. It was all done for publicity for them to get money. They was grifting people. They needed money to pay off their bills, and boom, they gonna get it now. They back in it. They back in it. Everybody's talking about them. She was boring as heck, and I don't want to see her on the next season of Roa. I don't care how much Sheree want to plead her case on TMZ, saying that she's gonna be great having her back on. I don't care. If she back on, I'm not watching it.
Okay. Did you watch Love and Marriage
Okay.
Detroit?
Yes.
Did you like it?
I like the couples, but Carlos got to stop trying to make Love and Marriage Detroit be like Love and Marriage Huntsville. We don't need a second version of that show.
Okay. All right. I can't wait to watch.
Yeah, watch it. And Peter is still, he's the Mitch that he's always been, and he's continued to gonna be a Mitch. You need to go and do his Patricia wigs and just call it a day.
Oh God! All right. Thank you so much for calling in.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. Look.
Love you too. All right. Let me get to some of the members callers, guys. Let's get to 600 likes in the live chat on YouTube. Let's bring up Sharon next. What's going on, Sharon?
Hey, Kempire. Glad to see you're back.
Thank you. How are you?
I'm doing fine. I sent you a message to tell you while you was in Germany to go visit Augsburg, Germany. That's where I was born.
Oh.
Yeah.
Where is that near?
Munich, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh. I just called in to let you know that there is a new show on Netflix called Survivor of the Thickness.
Oh, with Michelle Michelle.
Yeah.
Yes. Is it good?
Oh, yes, it's really good.
Is it a reality show?
No, it's oh, no, it's not a reality show. It's just like a regular something like the black version of uh that show that you watch all the time on HBO or Max
What was that?
with Sarah Jessica Parker.
Oh, and just like that? Oh, really?
Yeah. Kind of something like that. Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna give it a watch.
It's really good. And guess who's in there? I'm playing in that show.
Who?
Garcelle.
And that's why they were on together.
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'll just add on to the things I got to do this weekend.
Well, I'm glad you're back, and I'll let you go.
Thank you, Sharon, for calling in.
Bye-bye.
Take care. All right. Dewan is backstage. We're going to bring up Dewan next. Hold on. Let me just restart this timer. What's going on, Dewan?
Hey, Kimber. How you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm well. Just awesome to have you back. But quickly, with the KeKe Palmer thing, last week I was like, why y'all calling him this? But the house husbands, take a seat. And it made me think of Peter Thomas's interview with Carlos and how he was talking about splitting the Cynthia's RHOA check 15% and all of this stuff. And he was managing the home. I'm like, that reminds me of KeKe Palmer's boyfriend. That sounds like something insecure type stuff that he would do. So that's my opinion there. But then just really, really quickly, we're RHOP. Are y'all not entertained? This is what we wanted. This is what we asked for. And I need people to get off their soapboxes with this, we're above drama stuff. We ask for this every single season. And the snippets, we get hooked on it and we want the violence. I mean, look at RHOA. We were all like, oh, redhead candy. I'm excited. I can't wait to see what happened. All I know is I've seen Candace picking up a bottle and then somebody dragging Deborah to the ground. And I'm like, ooh, this screams 1.4 million viewers. And so I can't wait.
Come on.
I can't wait. Thank you.
Thanks, Dewan. I can't. I appreciate the honesty, though, because there are, and I'm sure probably Bravo executives and truly original executives like, oh, we going to have a good season. Maybe. I just don't like to see it. I like I said, that's not the life that I lead. So I don't really like to see people physically fighting. Again, why I don't watch Zeus. Okay, but I get it. There's an audience for that. Some of you do enjoy stuff like that. All right, we're gonna bring up Jazzy next. What's going on, Jazzy?
Hello.
Hey. Uh-oh, you muted.
Okay.
Here we go.
Okay. There we go. So I'm new here from Iowa. Guilty pleasure is watching review shows of shows I don't watch. Right? I don't watch none of these shows y'all talking about. But I have opinions about this KeKe thing.
Okay.
And about the Kimmy Scott thing. But first, the KeKe thing. I don't think he was in the wrong for having an opinion about the way his girlfriend or whatever presents herself in public.
Mm-hmm.
Where he went wrong is thinking that Twitter is his diary.
Oh.
There's no way you're going to embarrass me because I don't really know if it's an astrological sign thing because I'm an Aquarius. But if you challenge me, now I'm going to do that, even though that's not what I really wanted to do. You could tell me don't wear yellow. Well, now I'm about to wear yellow because I don't understand why you said that publicly. And now I'm about to look like Bumblebee everywhere I go. I just don't embarrass me. Because, baby, we about to play tit for tat. Anyway, the Kimmy Scott thing was cringe. The TGIF interview was cringe. It's like he was doubling down without doubling down. Do you understand that you're saying you would change what you would say, but you ain't changing what you say? And I am a married woman who has been sick. I mean, on a ventilator sick. I mean, telling my husband to unplug me sick. And to think that my husband would be thinking, okay, yeah, but I still need that about you, though. Are you out of your mind?
Yeah.
Like, yes, I'm supposed to do this because I love you so much, but at what time does your love for me take over? You don't feel for me in this moment. It's all about you. I just don't understand it. He's not cute enough for them problems, so I really don't understand where he got this. He got the audacity of a white man. I don't understand.
Not the caucasity.
And he got it, bald and all. Like, I just don't understand. And so it was triggering for me, but it was very cringe. And then she just didn't speak up, which tells me that if you're not going to speak up in public, you're probably not speaking up in private. It was just very cringy for me. But yeah, listening to you rant about these shows I don't watch.
I love that. Thank you. Thank you, Jazzy, for calling in.
Bye.
All right. Did I drop the call-in link? I think I did. All right. Let me just say thank you, Mama Allie. First of all, a King's Guard. She holds us down. She's also doing the timestamps for the replay crew. So we will be posting the timestamps later so that you guys can skip around and check out the hot topics that you specifically want. But I feel like it's a great show from beginning to end. So if you're just watching the entire show. But don't forget to like the video. It's an easy and free way of supporting the channel. Mama Allie says, who's celebrating 17 months of being a member. Thank you, Mama Ali. She says, so glad you're home, Empire. We all missed you and loved you sharing so much of your trip with us. Love your King's Guards. Thank you, Mama Ali. Yes, if you're a member of the channel, even if you weren't a member, I did share some photos, but members got a little bit extra. It's not a perk of being a member, but I've made it a perk. So be sure to check out some of the photos and things that I shared. And I probably was sharing some more stuff, like insider stuff. I need to start doing a little bit more of that. Probably for our senior royals because they are at the higher tier. So stay tuned for that. Shout out to our senior royals. We appreciate you guys as well. And shout out to our King's Guards. We could not do this without them. All right, I did. Thank you. So I'm going to go because it is Friday evening. No, I don't have plans. I'm going to go eat something. I'm going to go eat dinner. I'm going to go catch up on all these shows that I've been behind and a lot of you are waiting for my thoughts and opinions on. So stay tuned for that. So I got a lot to catch up on TV-wise. I have to catch up on 90 Day Fiancé and all those iterations. So stay tuned for Tuesday Takeover. We're going to talk about all of that. Shout out to everyone watching on Twitch, Twitter, TikTok. We appreciate you all tapping your screens, liking the video, sharing, following. Thank you for the gifts, TikTok. Thank you to everyone that sent in a super chat. Thank you to our King's Guards. Thank you to our members of the channel. We appreciate all of you being here for our new show. It's not something that we're going to do all the time, but like if I go away for a little period, we're going to do the catch-up. Every pun intended. Okay. Where we catch up on some of the hot topics that we missed. And shout out to everyone that called in. We appreciate you all. And thank you so much for the love. Even when they try to cancel me on Twitter, I got so much love on TikTok, so much love on Twitch, so much love on YouTube. Thank you. Sidebar, I got a lot of love on Twitter too. My follower count went up. Just saying. I'm just saying, come on. My job is not an easy one, covering some of your favorite celebrities, but I'm here to do it. Let's get out of here, guys, with some music. And it's my new favorite song, especially when I'm talking about the things that I'm talking about. I literally just found this song right before the live, and I was like, this is perfect. So let this song inspire you for the weekend. I hope you all are having a safe and fun summer. It is hot, so I'm in the AC. And that's why I'm not going out tonight. I will see you guys later. Thanks so much for watching. Like up the video if you haven't already. Bye, y'all.
It's been dark way too long in this place. That bright smile long gone been replaced. From ear to ear I see that fear in your face. Tell me when the last time you felt safe, cause there's some evil people in the streets. Evil at your front door, creeping while you sleep. It's time to raise up, show that evil we ain't weak. We don't turn the other cheek, I can show you how to be strong. Come on, follow me. Heard you looking for a hero. Well, look up. No more running from the bad guy. I'ma stare him in the eye like, what's up? I know the journey got hard for a minute, but I ain't giving this up. Yeah, I got the heart.
Hold on. Because Brittany just reminded me. Shout out to all of you that had my back on Twitter. Shout out to all of you that had my back on Twitter. All right, because there were quite a few of you that did have my back, and also shout out to a small handful of you DM me too. So it's those people that show up for you in those moments that you got to give them their props and their respect. So shout out to those of you that showed me nothing but love. But there's so much more love than there is hate, and I appreciate that, guys. Let's get back into the song. Bye, y'all.
It's been dark way too long in this place. That bright smile long gone been replaced. From ear to ear I see that fear in your face. Tell me when the last time you felt safe, cause there's some evil people in the streets. Evil at your front door, creeping while you sleep. It's time to raise up, show that evil we ain't weak. We don't turn the other cheek, I can show you how to be strong. Come on, follow me. Heard you looking for a hero. Well, look up. No more running from the bad guy. I'ma stare him in the eye like, what's up? I know the journey got hard for a minute, but I ain't giving this up. Yeah, I got the heart of a champion. If I get knocked down, I get back up. We go through bad days, hard times, low pay, high crime, pathways to a life without sunshine. I'm the lifeline. With this lifeline, gonna be the pipeline, shining in the nighttime. Bet on me to swoop down. I'ma go toe to toe. Already know that I'm never gonna back down. Bet on me to stand tall. I take on anything for my crew. Bet I risk it all. Wicked people in the streets. Corruption in the politics and the police. It's time to raise up. Take a stand against the seat. We won't take a back seat. I can show you how to be strong. Come on, follow me. Heard you looking for a hero. Well, look up. No more running from the bad guy. I'ma stare him in the eye like, what's up? I know the journey got hard for a minute, but I ain't giving this up. Yeah, I got the heart of a champion. If I get knocked down, I get back up. 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 If I get knocked down, I'ma get back up. If I get knocked down, I'ma get back up. If I get knocked down, I'ma get back up. I'ma get back up. I'ma get back up. I'ma. Heard you looking for a hero. Well, look up. Yeah, no more running from that bad guy. Don't worry about it. I'm right here. What's up? I know that journey been hard for you. Okay, I ain't giving up. We ain't giving up. I got the heart of a champion. If I get knocked down, I get back up.